So emotions. Emotions are not reality. They are reflections of our belief system. So they're very, very rooted in our imprints, our implants, our programming. They reveal what we assume about ourselves. And that's often not what it really is about. Fears reveals trust issues. Frustration reveals control and challenges. We have depression, which is usually long-seated hopelessness, frustration. These emotional patterns are not problems to be fixed, but they're messages to be decoded to be able to sit in the emotion and allow it to show you something, which is something we've never been taught. We've never been taught this in school or at home or any of our, extra training in college professions, wherever we are, work. We're not trained to understand what those emotions are telling us. So if we really ask, is this my truth or is it a survival response? It gives your whole emotional body a moment to pause and just feel into what's really going on. So you have an opportunity to step out of being a victim and step into what is your opportunity for new conscious creation.
So I think week number 2, we discussed emotions are your sensors, right? And it brings to light things that need to be examined. So how does this play into, if you're at your mercy at your emotions, right? Believing that what you feel is the absolute truth. I'm trying to understand, you have a sensor, but it's also leading you. It's kind of like in a court of law, leading the witness, it's how do you break those two apart and go, one is to just be with it, and the other one is being entangled with it.
Right.
Right. I mean,
it's a matter of just being with it, really. I mean, it's one of those, when you feel it, you're in it, notice it. That's how you start it. Because we can get in the mind virus, what I call mind viruses will take over when the emotions kick in. And sometimes that becomes a whole clearing process in itself to stop the mind virus. If, for instance, if somebody seems to keep running through your head, like somebody from work that really peeved you off during the day, and they just keep running through your head, and that scene keeps running through your head, stop and just tap into the emotion, and then also intend for that program to leave, because it's adding to the frustration that you're feeling from that experience. And it's one of those things, the more you do it.
Go ahead. Good. I want to add something to that, because I'm still struggling with this whole detaching from the emotion, because we want the emotion to wake you up, right? But on the flip side, you don't want to be entangled with the emotion, so you can't see what's going on. For example, if you have an experience and you feel joy in that, does that mean that joy was the answer, or you just your emotion validated what your mind was already telling you, right? So it's a slippery slope question, right? I'm just wondering, how do we want to break that apart so you can be an observer? And for me, I'm asking a question which I think my answer is my personal experience, and from my experience, it's a whole detachment. Until you detach and you understand that the emotion just woke you up, then you have to really look at the situation and don't be entangled with it. That's the answer. So did I go in a circle here, or did I break that? I'm trying to break the circle.
The key is sitting with it, and then you think, and then you do start breaking through it. So going back to the emotions, is that we believe what we're feeling in the moment is our absolute truth, because that's the way we have programmed ourselves, basically, from a child, right? What we're feeling right now is our truth. We have to pause and feel into it. Is it shame? Is it fear? Is it frustration? Is it anger? Just tap into and see what it really is, and then trace back to, why did that trigger anger? Did you feel like they didn't honor you? Did you feel like they were disking you? Did you feel they didn't hear you? What was driving that anger or the frustration?
But that goes back to what you have done a great job of bringing my awareness. When I first met you, you would always ask the question,
is
that yours? Because you're experiencing it, but it may not be yours. And this is a conversation that we've had. And as a matter of fact, Cindy and Mark, we've had this conversation when we've done some work together. Even, I think, Amanda, this comes up for a lot of people, is you entangle with the emotion and you think it's yours till you sit back and you detach from it and you go, shit, that ain't mine. That's my mother speaking, or my father speaking, or whatever. And to me, That's the secret. The secret is disconnecting the entanglement, then asking the question, is it yours? Now, you go one step further in the quantum field and you start asking that question in the quantum, show me what I need to see so I can see this better, right? Tell me what I need to know. And then as a practitioner, we may get a message to take you one way or another way based on what we are getting from that. That's the secret. That's the next step beyond this.